emotionally. You have to be really, really strong for this environment that we created. And I know as much as these people hurt us, I also know that if this can make them better, and if I can be that person, then like I know I'm strong enough to do that. It just sucks. It has to be so public. Because no one understands how I'm not just a TV show. Like, this is my life, and it like breaks my soul, and it's happened so many.
If this could make them better, and if I can be that person, then I know I'm strong enough to do it. It just sucks that it has to be so public because no one understands what it's like. I'm not just a TV show. This is my life, and it breaks my soul. It's happened so many times before. Lamar Odom's life is hanging in the balance after a devastating car accident. His condition is critical, and his life is truly at risk. This tragic situation has left Khloé utterly shattered, questioning everything. The reality star, who has been through so much with Lamar, is now facing the unimaginable fear of losing him once again. Let's dive into this emotional roller coaster and see how both Lamar and Khloé are dealing with this terrifying turn of events. The news broke that Lamar Odom has been involved in a catastrophic car accident, leaving him in critical condition. The details surrounding the crash are still coming in, but it's clear that this incident is incredibly serious. Lamar, is reportedly suffering from severe injuries, and while doctors are doing everything they can to stabilize him, the situation remains dire. There's no denying it. His life is on the line. Fans, family, and friends are praying for a miracle, but there's no certainty about what the outcome will be. For those who followed Lamar's journey over the years, this isn't the first time. He's faced life-threatening challenges. We all remember the near-fatal overdose Lamar Odom suffered in 2015, a moment that nearly took his life. Since then, he's endured unimaginable struggles, yet this latest tragedy may prove to be his biggest battle yet. With his life hanging in the balance, the fear of history repeating itself feels all too real. Lamar is once again fighting for his life, and this time, the uncertainty feels even more overwhelming. For Khloé Kardashian, the hardest part is being right in the middle of it all. Despite their divorce and the years of emotional pain they've both endured, Khloé still shares a deep emotional connection to Lamar. Now, with his life at risk, she's grappling with a pain she thought she had left behind when they ended their marriage in 2016. According to sources close to her, Khloé is absolutely devastated by the news, feeling as though her world is crumbling around her once again. A friend of Khloé's shared that she is inconsolable right now. It's like she's reliving the worst moment of her life, they said. The fear of losing Lamar again is consuming her. She can't shake the thought that maybe this time she won't get the chance to say goodbye. For Khloé, this isn't just about the man she once loved. This is about someone who, in many ways, still feels like a part of her life, despite everything they went through. Khloé has never fully let go of Lamar. She invested everything into their marriage, trying desperately to save him from his addiction, and now she's terrified that all of her efforts may have been in vain. The thought of Lamar being taken from her again is unbearable. In many ways, Khloé is reliving the same anxiety she felt years ago when Lamar was at his lowest. The emotional scars of that time still run deep, and now, as she faces this terrifying turn of events, she finds herself confronting those fears all over again. Khloé's journey with Lamar has always been complicated, but through the pain and the heartbreak, she's never truly stopped caring. In this moment, with his life at risk once more, Khloé's heart is broken all over again, and she's left with a deep sense of uncertainty about what the future holds for both of them. Khloé thought she had lost him for good. The emotions she's dealing with right now are a tangled mess: guilt, pain, and an overwhelming sense of helplessness. After all the heartbreak and struggles throughout their marriage, she believed she had finally moved on. She had worked so hard to heal, to regain her sense of self after everything that had happened. But now, this tragic accident has pulled her back into the emotional whirlwind she thought she'd left behind. She can't help but wonder if there was something more she could have done to save Lamar, and if her past efforts to protect him had somehow been insufficient. A source close to Khloé shared, "She's been through so much with Lamar, and now it feels like she's right back at square one. helpless all over again. It's like all the progress she thought she made in moving on has been completely undone. The guilt she's carrying is overwhelming. It's like a shadow that refuses to leave, and no matter how hard she tries to push it away, it lingers. Khloé's internal struggle is incredibly real. She constantly questions herself, wondering if there was more she could have done, if there was something she missed, some way she could have protected Lamar from ending up in this kind of situation. But deep down, she knows the truth. No one can control fate. The circumstances were out of her hands. Still, that knowledge doesn't make the guilt any easier to bear, especially now that Lamar is once again fighting for his life in a hospital bed. But Khloé's pain runs deeper than just mourning the potential loss of Lamar. It's the painful, raw memory of the first time she almost lost him, back in 2015, when Lamar suffered a near-fatal overdose. At that time, Khloé was right there by his side, doing everything in her power to keep him alive. It was the darkest period of their lives, a time marked by fear, helplessness, and uncertainty. That trauma still lingers, and now, with Lamar, once again in critical condition, Khloé is flooded with those horrific memories, reliving every moment of that terrifying experience. "I can't go through this again," Khloé reportedly said to a friend, her voice filled with anguish. "It's like living through a nightmare all over again." The emotional weight of the situation has become almost unbearable for Khloé. As she watches the man she once loved fight for his life, she's not just battling the fear of losing him again, she's battling the emotional scars of a past that refuses to fade. The memories of her desperate attempts to save him are resurfacing, and the anxiety she felt years ago is now amplifying as she faces this new heart-wrenching crisis. She thought she had moved on, but this new fear, this new uncertainty, has pulled her right back into the deepest depths of heartache. Khloé is not just mourning the loss of a person she once loved, she is confronting the very real possibility of losing a part of herself. Lamar was not just her ex-husband, he was her soulmate in so many ways, and even though their relationship ended, the connection they shared will always remain a part of her. As she watches him battle for his life once more, the pain of everything they went through together, their highs, their lows, and everything in between, is flooding back, and Khloé is struggling to hold herself together through it all. "I can't lose him for good this time. I don't know how to deal with that," Khloé confided, her voice heavy with the weight of those words. For her, this accident isn't just an unfortunate event. It's a painful and haunting reminder of the first time she thought she was going to lose Lamar. That emotional wound, the one she thought had started to heal, now feels like it might reopen in the worst possible way. The fear of losing him again is consuming her. Can she really handle the heartbreak of saying goodbye to him once more? The question weighs on her heart with every passing minute, leaving her overwhelmed with doubt, fear, and a profound sense of helplessness. As news of Lamar's critical condition spreads, the world watches with bated breath. Fans who have followed Lamar's journey for years are deeply concerned, not only for him, but for Khloé as well. This has touched so many people, and the outpouring of love and support has been overwhelming. Social media has been flooded with messages of hope, prayers, and concern for both Lamar and Khloé. One fan commented, "I can't believe Lamar is going through this again. I know Khloé still cares for him, and this has to be tearing her apart. Please send prayers." The sentiment echoed by so many is one of compassion for both Khloé and Lamar. Khloé is such a strong woman, but she doesn't deserve to go through this again. Sending love and prayers for Lamar. "We are all hoping for a miracle," wrote another follower. Many others shared similar thoughts, expressing the deep connection they felt to Lamar and Khloé's story. Lamar and Khloé have been through so much already. It's heartbreaking to see him in this position again, one fan said, reflecting, "The shared sorrow that has swept through those who have been by their side through their ups and downs. The support is a testament to how deeply their journey has resonated with people all over the world." For Khloé, the emotional toll of reliving these traumatic moments is crushing. The weight of the past, mixed with the fear of losing Lamar again, is a heavy burden to carry. She's never been one to shy away from the spotlight, but this is personal. The pain she's feeling now is raw, And it's not just because of what's happening in the present, but because of everything that's come before. She's forced to confront her deepest fears once again, and she's not sure if she's strong enough to bear it all. In the midst of her own emotional turmoil, Khloé finds solace in the support from fans who have stood by her and Lamar through thick and thin. These words of encouragement remind her that while the road ahead is uncertain, she is not alone in this fight. The strength of her love for Lamar, combined with the collective prayers of so many who care, offers her a glimmer of hope in the darkest of times. "My heart goes out to both of them," one fan said, voicing the sentiments of many who are watching this heartbreaking situation unfold. "Khloé must feel so torn right now. I just want Lamar to pull through, for his sake and for Khloé's peace of mind." The support for both Khloé and Lamar is palpable. Fans are deeply heartbroken over the crisis, with many holding on to hope that Lamar can make it through this time. This tragic turn of events serves as a stark reminder that, despite everything they've been through, Khloé and Lamar are still human, still deeply affected by the trials they've faced. The emotional journey they've shared, marked by both love and pain, has touched the hearts of so many. And now, in this time of crisis, people everywhere are rallying behind them, hoping and praying for a miracle. Right now, it's all about waiting. Lamar is in critical condition, and doctors are doing everything they can to stabilize him. But with the extent of his injuries still unclear, his family, friends, and loved ones are left holding their breath, anxiously awaiting any updates. The next few hours are crucial. Lamar's life is hanging in the balance, and this situation is far from over. The uncertainty looms large, and the world waits to see what will happen next. Fans, family, and friends are all hoping for the best, praying that Lamar will find the strength to survive. But despite the hope, no one can say for sure how this will end. The reality of the situation is raw and painful. Khloé is currently fighting her own emotional battle. She's doing her best to stay strong, but deep down, she's also grappling with the heart-wrenching fear that she might lose Lamar once again. The weight of that fear is almost unbearable. The thought of losing him after everything they've been through together is a heavy burden that Khloé is carrying with every breath. Her heart is shattered, and the helplessness she feels in the face of Lamar's condition is overwhelming. There's nothing she can do right now except wait, pray, and hold on to the hope that the man who once meant everything to her will make it through. As fans continue to show their support, Khloé's emotional journey is front and center. She's been through so much already, and yet this crisis feels like it might break her. Lamar's future, and the future of their complicated relationship, hangs in the balance. The outpouring of love from fans has been a small comfort, a reminder that she's not alone in this fight, but it's still a heartbreaking and uncertain time for her. This is a situation that has touched the hearts of many, and now, the world waits for an update. As fans, we can only pray that Lamar pulls through and that Khloé finds the strength to endure whatever comes next. We want to hear your thoughts on this tragic story. How do you think Khloé is handling this emotional crisis? Do you believe Lamar will pull through? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to VIP Watch for more updates on this heartbreaking journey.